to Super Pat World. It is time to play some Super Expert, trying to get that full page with as few skips as possible. That's what we're going to be doing today, people. So welcome in. Oh boy, I hope I didn't mess up the mic. We'll find out. We will soon find out, people. So what's going on today? Thursday. It's Thursday. I gotta get my my stretching routine back. I let that fall to the wayside. I gotta get it back. Gotta get it back, one thing at a time. What's up, John and Brian? How are ya? How are ya? Okay, that settles that. What's up, Mike and Steven? All right. What's up, Magnus? How are ya? What's the story? What is the story? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dow. Okay. All right. What's up, Jacob? Just getting set up, ready to get the stream rolling here. Okay, very nice. Very nice. So. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-bow. Okay, last step, and then we can get to the game. Let's get into the game. Okay. All right, people. Here we go. We're picking it up with 3 clears. 21 lives, 3 clears. Want to turn this page. Technical single player. Oh, buddy. Oh, my gosh. Wow, this is intense. Well, we already lost. If you go... 34 people been here, 4 people liked it, 2-second world record. It's pixel perfect. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Maria. The run's in a little trouble. Oh, come on, bro. Okay, I'm gonna let that be a skill. I was gonna really legitimately give it a chance, but if it's gonna give me the effects the whole way, that's too many things stacked against me. Let's start off with something a little different. Good morning, Abby. This is the... Oh, gosh. 13 people been here. 1 person liked it, 22nd world record. What's going on here? Do I need the P-switch? What's up, Eduardo? Well, if I did need the P-switch, I can't have it now. So I'm actually safe far right, I think. If I do this? No. Maybe I'm making a mistake by trying to grab it. I should just activate it. Okay, I don't know what they want. I'm trying here, people. I'm not just skipping away endlessly here, but at a certain point, we got to be real about it. What's up, Josh and Fernando? All right, 9 people been here. 1 person liked it. Basically a 12-minute world record. Okay. Okay, now I am just getting skip happy. Now I just want a good start here. I should, you know what? Maybe... Okay, here we go. Ninja Warrior. These can be good. Is it new soup? Yeah, okay, this could be good. 130 people been here, 12 people liked it, 42nd world record. Lava is not rising. Okay, there we go. Now we found one, people. We found one. Just hear the crickets. A checkpoint already. Now I'm a little afraid. This might be one of those situations where it's like all very fair, reasonable challenges. And then it isn't. Come on, bro! Throw me a bone there. Okay. Well, there we go. Now that's feeling a little more super expert. What's up, Patrick? 12-minute world record's no joke. What's the world record here? 40 seconds. My brain did it backwards. With 13 lives left. Not great, Pat. Not too great. Okay. Alrighty. Little wall jump here could... Oh! I guess... Based on that attempt, I don't know if I do that and just try to just skip the first one, or if there's no point in skipping the first one if I have to do the others anyway. Oh my gosh, Pat. Good morning, Nathan. Oh my gosh, I'm just off enough. Come on, Patty boy. One thing I'm not doing is waiting for each one of these. That is not an option. There. Okay. I think maybe triple jump's the move.
Oh, no.
You know, at this point, I just should do it as intended. Just do it as intended. Ironically, if I had done it... Oh my gosh! If I had done it as intended from the beginning. I'm playing so badly, people. I am playing very badly. I apologize. Let's see if I can get my head right. Just do it legit, Pat. See, that's what you're trying to... Oh my gosh, Pat. Okay, people. Bear with me. We got 4 pools. Good morning, Mary. Big shout out to Lincoln. Level was fine. I ruined it. As I often do. As I oftentimes do. Thanks, Jess and Mary. Alrighty. 10 lives, 4 clears. Mozart, one of my favorite level creators. Okay, this is amazing. Now we're turning things around here. 2,818 people have been here. 559 people liked it. 37-second world record. Chris has some yard work to do. Just pop it in. Big shout out to you, Chris. Enjoy the yard. Mozart, I love you. Oh, what was that though, bro? Oh, it changes speed right here. I really wanted the 1 shot, but we'll have to settle for a 2 shot. No, I misread it. Now I'm not sure which. Am I going to the piranha or the thwomp? Mozart! Usually you tell me. No. All right. Well, I guess we'll go with the thwomp this time. Yes. That was the answer. Whew. All right, section 2. Whoa! There we go. Thank you for the one-ups. Okay, this is part of why I love Mozart. That was really fun. Very well designed. And I've already played it and beaten it. Shout out to you, Mozart. Great Super World, too. Thanks, Jacob, Mary, and Kevin. Alrighty. It's 5. What's next? Defeat 28 piranha plants. Yeah. 18 people been here. 1 person liked it. 2-minute world record. What's up, Laz? What up, Laz? Oh, I needed to be running from the beginning. You know, a couple arrows, buddy. 2 arrows? Wi-Fi. Some weak signal here because all we need is 2 arrows. Could have made it very clear to run through this door. Why in the world make that a mystery? So you know what? We'll leave the comment. I can't. You turned comments off. Unreal. Hold right. Amazing. What? What's going on here, people? I can't slow down. We're going to have to memorize it. This is likely to end the run, but I refuse to skip it because it's relatively fair. It's relatively fair. Oh, come on with that red coin, bro. Remember, well, hold on now. Maybe no harm, no foul here. Yeah, buddy. Okay. We got plenty of time on the clock, so that all works out. There's no checkpoint, though. I think bringing 1 extra might be cheese. You see what we gotta do here? This is pretty interesting. The problem, if I fail to stop, the pressure is I can't let it get by the one way until it takes out all the piranhas. Because it won't be able to go backwards. So just 2 more sets. Like if I let that go all the way across without jumping, it's game over. There we go. Last 4. One more. Come on. Okay, we still have the Shelmet. I'm a little concerned. Good morning, Eb and Michael. Shout out to the crew. There's a 1-up. What up, 1-up? Well, now, where'd you come from? Got a couple extra. Oh my gosh! Please don't troll me. Where are you taking me, bro? No! Right there. That's my destination. Bro, if you could have just thrown me even the tiniest arrow, what a favor you would have done me. But the signal has been lost here. The Wi-Fi is not strong where I'm at. Good morning, Dave. We are in trouble now. We are in trouble here, people. We can do this a lot faster. Ironic. Okay, come on. Good. Oh, that was it! Yes! If you can take them out 4 at a time. Come on, 2 more sets. Hey, watch it. Are you kidding, Pat? Okay. Alrighty. We're back again, people. Now that we know what we know, we'll be doing this. Oh, it blocks your spin jump. Will it let me stand on the blocks? Aha. Okay, hold on. Because then we can keep another damage boost. Because now, I used my second shelmet to get by here, but really, I can also just do that. Now it's going to take damage from me. I can do that. And now, get ready to wall jump. And now we know we're just falling straight down and to the left. Good morning, Zach. And that was it. Oh, I had the key door. In any case, so the red coins are optional. All right, Wi-Fi. Well, I really, really would have appreciated some arrows, but I didn't get hidden blocked, and I didn't feel like you were trying to troll me. So overall, there was some fun challenges in there. Just wasn't presented my favorite way, but I'm not gonna take the like away from you, buddy. Especially in Super Expert. There we go. Thanks, Double Star, Jess. Good morning, Charles. Thanks, Ev, Christian, Fernando, Maria, and Serena. Alrighty. 9 lives, 6 clears. Easy. False. Yeah, well, we're in Super Expert. We know it ain't easy. Oops, that's not what I'm looking for. 175 people been here, 11 people liked it, 23-second world record. Gotta do a spring drop. Like that. Oh no. This might be out of my league. It looks like we gotta climb the whole way doing this. Wow. If this was the start of the run, I think I'd probably go for this. But in this case, with 8 lives, I'd rather something that I have a little better chance at doing in a couple tries. For the sake of the run. Hey, now here we go. 23 people been here. 1 person liked it. 2-minute world record. 2-2. Cat plus Bill equals boom. Okay, we get more power if we fail. Oh, I love to see that. That's not going to be 2, is it? It is. Okay, well, this is exactly what we... This is a lot more the vibe we were looking for. I'm not against the little Kaizo challenge, but if you got 8 lives left, it better be a Kaizo challenge you can bust out. Oh, and look, we could have got more right there, too. All right. Let's get the level started here. What I don't know is, will this thing go through this? Oh. Huh. Okay, so that's part of the challenge here, is I gotta do like this. I have to clear these. What? Okay, no, I've got it wrong. I must just have this wrong. This one. Forget about the bottom one. There. That brings us here. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, this is interesting. Good morning, Anthony. Anthony's been loving the music. Thank you. I needed to go faster, I think. No, we're okay. Interesting level. It's keeping me on my toes, that's for sure. Watch it, buddy. Okay, I hope that was survival. Checkpoint. That was pretty close, people. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. That's the door I need. Huh. I wonder what the right approach to that room was. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. Or that. I don't think I get another cat suit here. I just waited out right there. Hold on, it might let me progress. It might let me progress after all. Yes! Better than progress lets me finish. Okay. Great level. Little confusing, but I'm easily confused. People, let me tell you about myself. I'm easily confused, and I'm a sensitive guy. Bad combo. Bad combo. Love the level, though. Loved the level. Really enjoyed that. Tricky one. That was awesome, Charles. Thanks, Double Star. Check out Double Star Bomb 35, people. She's amazing. Thanks, Mary, Ev, Charles, and Maria. 10 clears. No, 10 lives and 7 clears. What in the world? Bonds. That's right, we didn't need that cat suit. Oh. This is pixel perfect. Without a ground pound. 68 people been here, 10 people liked it. 2-second world record. I think this line is telling me I need to get a full jump off of the ghost. So I got to get in the dry bones shell. Maybe make the ghost rise up a little bit so that... No, I would activate the hidden block anyway. It feels like there's a hidden block somewhere. I'm not sure how I'm going to avoid it. It's right in the middle. What? That's it, Ashley. Shout out to you, Ash. Good morning, Susie. Okay, here's what we're going to do here. I'm intrigued, but I don't want to risk this run for it. I'd love to at least hit double digits here. So let's just take a peek behind the scenes here. Well, that's a bad sign. If the level creator had to pause buffer, That's not good news for me. Only 3 people have ever done it. There it is set. This one would have taken up all the lives I had. What's up, Kyle, with an A? All right, let's look at... Maybe it's a situation like this. No way. So are there literally hidden blocks all the way across? Oh my gosh, then how is this possible? Hold everything. I really don't... And see, this is the magic of super expert people. I've played this game almost every day for 4 years straight, and I don't have a clue. The only thing I can imagine is... The only way I know of to avoid hidden blocks is to come at the right angle so that it's diagonal, so you don't actually hit the bottom of the hitbox, so it doesn't activate it. But with this icicle here, because your goal is to get to this door. So, like, seemingly that means you'd have to jump out from the right side. Like, I have no idea, people. It counts as a skip, exactly. That's a cold hard skip there, Christian. Wow. So I wonder, maybe you have to hug the icicle? I want to at least get by the hidden blocks once. But again, after you manage to get by the hidden blocks, then you have to do a pixel perfect landing without a ground pound. Super expert, people. Bro, I'll give it 2 more tries. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to, like, finagle the bagel here. No. Last try. Unless anyone in the chat has something they want me to try. I truly... This is... Yeah. This is what I'm trying to tell you about this game, people. Can you drop down to a skeleton on the ghost? No, because you'd fall... Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. When you're dropped down, Byron, you can't jump. You're just stuck. How confident do you feel once you get past the blocks? Probably 1 out of... I could make this jump by itself 1 out of 50 times. This is one of the hardest pixel perfect. You're in Super Mario World. Or just like SMB. It's better in New Soup because you can do a ground pound, which puts you perfectly straight up and down, at least on the Y-axis. All you got to worry about is the X-axis. But with this jump, both the X-axis and the Y-axis... Is that a good way to say that? I don't know if that might be too nerdy. All I mean is... I don't have to worry about getting Mario in the right spot. You have to get Mario in the right spot. Left to right, okay? And then once Mario's in that correct pixel perfect position, then Mario needs to drop without moving left or right. Has to move straight down. So when you're in New Soup doing a ground pound, guarantees that if you're at least in the pixel perfect position, you're going to go straight down and land in the pixel perfect position. But part of what makes this so much more difficult is as I'm landing, not only do I have to get in pixel perfect position, I have to land in pixel perfect position. So I've actually done this maybe 3 or 4 times. Once from a shell jump, which was really tough. But again, this is all in answering how confident am I after. Okay, so if we crumble down, I can't jump. I can't do anything. And I also can't crumble midair. The only time I can crumble, Byron, is on the ground. So all I can do here is try to... Yeah. You gotta eject at the perfect time, hit the 1 block at the angle. Yeah, it's crazy. And there you go, people. That's the magic of Super Expert. This is where the hardest levels in the This is where the hardest levels in the game go. Like, there's nowhere else for them to go. There's a group of, a couple thousand people out there that are better at this game than everybody else. And their levels have to go somewhere, people. And it ain't expert. Sometimes it is, but most of the time, Super Expert. I wonder just how many people could pull this off. Of the millions of people who play this game, I'd love to know the number. If every single person who played this game tried it, I'd like to know the number. Is there a clear video? I have no idea. You'd have to search that. You'd have to give that a search. You're working on the new equipment. The game sounds low? That's weird, Susie, because the game is louder. Well, it might be just because I'm paused. Use invincibility frames after hitting the icicle? No. Mario being invincible doesn't affect his ability to activate hidden blocks, unfortunately. The mic seems blown out. It sounds like the top end and gain is too high. All right. Yeah, my setup's a disaster. Sorry, people. Sorry, Immortal and Susie. Okay, well, we'll get back to the run. I'll try to talk quieter here. 9 lives, 7 clears.
Let's go.
Okay, here's a team precision level. Alrighty. 8 people been here. 3 people liked it. 2-minute world record. How long is it? Did it say 2 minutes? Sounds good for Dale and Abby. 2 minutes is scary. Two minutes, I have no chance to do it in the next couple tries. So I'll try this one outside the run as well, because it looks fun. And this is the trouble. Once you're playing Endless Super Expert and you're down under 10 lives, your odds of finding a level you can even beat in 10 tries. Except if your name is Cats. Cats is the legend. Cats is the absolute legend. The precision legend. Check out the clear video for Kitty Mania sometimes. We have to jump as soon as I land there. And I do mean as soon as I land. Good morning, Sai. I think I'm waiting too long. Kitty Mania, one of your favorite clear videos? Yeah. I'm telling you, people. Whatever streamer you think is good at this game, it's not... I shouldn't say it like that. Plenty of streamers are amazing at this game. But there's an interesting dynamic at play in Mario Maker 2 when it comes to who's the most famous versus who's the most skilled. And a lot of the famous streamers will tell you very openly, yeah, I can't do half the stuff as this person you've never heard of. You know who I was just checking out? Who just popped up? It's been popping up on my feed lately on Twitter is Hoopa64. Hoopa64. Anybody heard of Hoopa64? That's my first question. Has anyone in my chat? Oh my gosh, that's going to be a tough jump. It's not just jump as soon as you land. I need momentum as well. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so tough, people. That's going to be so tough. Okay, we have 2 people that have. That's awesome. Well, let me tell you a little update on my buddy Hoopa64. They've been playing Super Expert for a while, okay? How many Super Expert clears do you think they're at? How many? What's your guess? Just the update, I just saw it this morning. The mic sounds distorted, yeah. And the problem is I have the gain all the way down. It's a USB mic, so it's a disaster. Let me hear some guesses in the chat. How far do you think his endless... Almost! How far do you think his endless Super Expert? And again, this is somebody that I think the majority of you haven't heard of. Not a big streamer. Just an absolute legend at the game. We got guesses of 50, 15,000, 10,000. That would be pretty nuts. Oh, you got it, Pat. Okay, buddy. No! I just needed to go up and under. Okay, we get a checkpoint. Okay, I think we will be able to do this. Abby's guessing 77,000. People, let me show you the tweet so you don't have to take my word for it. Hoopa 64. I'm fact checking myself before I say the number. Yeah, okay. You ready? Look at that screen, people. Take a good look at that number right there. They have 16 lives. Oh, I can't get it to focus. 16 lives left. 29,000. 29,000 clears. And again, what I'm trying to illustrate here is part of what's interesting with Mario Maker 2 in particular is the skill gap. The ability to get good at this game almost goes into infinity. So there are some people who are amazing at video games, amazing at platforming, and they're talented. They can do it quickly. The skill that they produce in 10 hours of gameplay might equal what I would produce in 100 or maybe even 1,000. And the people who are the most famous for this game are likely not the same people who are at the very top of the game, because just the nature of, if you're going to be a big streamer, you're going to have to pay attention to like entertainment, talking to the chat, more than just the gameplay. Whereas a lot of these skilled players who are ultimate, I feel like, well, hold on, I want to be very clear. I don't know anything about, this is not aimed at Hoopa 64. I'm saying from a total outsider, as someone who's on the other side. I'm a streamer who's not even close to a top level player. My perspective is that all these top level players have a harder time. Here's what I'm trying to say. If you are a fan of this game, your ability to discern or appreciate the craziest level in the game versus a level that looks pretty crazy to you, that's not going to be a huge difference. So naturally, from that standpoint, you're going to go with whichever one is a little more entertaining or whichever one is a little more easily. Let's go. Forget the entertaining angle. Just go from the angle of something you can understand. If you're watching, did they stream? Try shouting them out. Hoopa 64. Google them. Here, I'll do it right now. I've only seen them on Twitter. Let's see. If they're on Twitch, we'll shout them out right now. But this is my point. Here we go. Hoopa 64 didn't bring anything up for me. Maybe they have a different name on Twitch? No, maybe not. I don't know, people. Yeah, Sanix. Now, Sanix, here's one of these unbelievable Mario players. They've actually come by the stream. Big shout out to Sanix, the legend who cleared Trimming the Herbs. Now, again, is Sanix the most watched Mario Maker 2 streamer? No, not even close. You have to remember, did 1,000 no skip, which is a joke. 1,000. Plenty of people could do 1,000 no skip. Well, let me be clear. When I say plenty, I mean this. Part of what makes this conversation difficult is the spectrum of ability. Okay, so if you play this game casually, if you play this game a couple times a week, you're likely in that 40 to 60% range or something. It's hard to put numbers to it because it's all so subjective. But I've played this game every day for almost 4 years, basically. So I should be about as good as you could get at this game from a certain perspective. Like, if before I started streaming, if I had given myself the proposition, Pat, if you play this game for 5,000 hours, will you be one of the best players? And I would think, I have a shot. 5,000 hours is crazy because 99% of people don't have 5,000 hours to give to a video game. You know what I'm saying? So just based on that logic. But now I can tell you, being on the other side, now 5,000 hours in, I can look up and see so much room for improvement, so much to learn, so many people who are so much better than me who get a tenth of the recognition. So that's a bizarre dynamic. It's a bizarre dynamic. And the skips mean nothing. When you talk about 29,000, it's just like it's like my buddy who comes by the stream sometimes who has over 30,000 expert clears. I don't care how much you skipped. If you got to 30,000, you're on a whole different level. You're likely just skipping for convenience, or the point is, if you can clear 30,000 in less than, assuming that you didn't take all 6 years to do it, you literally skipped a billion times. That's not the case with these people. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, this is getting off the rails. I was trying to give a positive shout out to Hoopa64 as someone who's an incredible player at this game, who I feel like isn't likely to get a bunch of recognition. And that is part of the... Let's compare it to a different game. Like when we're talking, like Fortnite, Call of Duty, those kind of games, right? You'd look at everyone who's the top contenders, right? When you go to the tournaments, they'll have new players come in and start being a threat. But for games like that, the top players, I feel like, are typically. Come on, Pat. That was almost it. Managing lives to read levels well enough to keep the runs going. No doubt. And that's what I'm trying to say. If you can beat 29,000 super expert levels by any means possible, that means that whether or not the skipping isn't a result of, oh, I can't beat that one. You know what I mean, people? That's the and again, I get that it's hard to grasp from the outside. Like, especially if you've never had a run over 1,000, it's really going to be hard to. If you have 29,000 super expert clears, I don't even have the words for it. I don't have the words for it. Susie played easy, no skip, got to 800. Level took almost your run. Point is, a great Mario play make a 2-player, and that's the thing. That's where it's all relative. Am I great at this game? Yes. Yes, I'm great at this game in the sense that if you were to take the whole player base, I'm in the top 5%. I'll put myself in the top 5%. I say with 5,000 hours in the game, all my Mario Maker 2 achievements, blah, 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 I'll put myself top 5%. Comfortably top 5%. Does that make me a great Mario Maker 2 player? Sure. I'll say yes. Top 5%. That makes me great. But this conversation is not about being great. This conversation is about the top 1% in this game. You've likely never heard of half of them, if not more than half. Whereas I feel like in other video games, typically the top 1% is the most well-known or is the most consistently in the competitive space. Like I'm saying, the top Fortnite players, the top Call of Duty players, they have those. They have the. Got it. They have the tournaments, and there's a lot of familiar faces. Patty boy. Come on, Pat. How you like me now, people? No way! One shot the second section. All right, see? I can do a couple things. And so this isn't about how bad I am. It's about how better other people are. I guess that... There we go. I finally got to it. That's what I'm trying to say, people. This is what I'm trying to say. Hey, I got the world record. Unbelievable with the one shot. Okay, hey, see? See, people? This is what I'm saying. I'm good at the game. I'm great at the game. Top 5%. But with that said... What it looks like to be this good at the game, top 5% versus top 1%. Like I'm saying, Hoopa64. Check out King Boo 97, JC the Champ. These are players you watch their gameplay, and it doesn't even look human. It's not, regardless of how great I am, that's in outer space level ahead of me. Do you know what I'm saying, people? And that's part of what's unique to Mario Maker. Where that's the result of you can get so good at 100 different kinds. There's 100 different disciplines that you could sink thousands of hours into, whether it's precision, Kaizo, whatever your flavor, or just the power-ups, the cape, the squirrel. You could be a specialist in any one of those things. Whereas, you know, if you're talking about a game like Fortnite, you've got building. The thing is, I'm not gonna do a great job making the parallel to other games because I don't know the other games well enough. But that's part of the perspective I have is one thing I do know. I know this game very well. I don't know it all, but I spent a lot of time with it, and that's part of where I'm coming from. Is I've never played a game that has such an insane skill gap in so many different areas. And being in the tournaments, like I've been in precision tournaments, Kaizo tournaments. And I'm telling you, some of these Kaizo players they don't miss. They do not miss a shell jump. You know what I mean? That's an insane thing to be able to do. Just have a 95%, no matter what the Kaizo trick, you just land it. Okay, people, sorry. If this conversation's boring, I know this might be going off the rails. But it's just something that, it's one of those things where I want badly to be able to convey the perspective that I have to you. Not so that you agree with it, but because I feel like it's not undervalued, but it's just a difficult perspective to get to. I was a viewer a long time before I was a streamer, and so I had the exact incorrect mindset I'm talking about, and I don't know how else I would have seen the light outside of having this experience. So that's what I'm trying to say, people. And it really isn't a self-deprecating I'm no good. It's these people are so much better, which doesn't mean I shouldn't stream or that only the best people should stream. And if anything, if you're listening closely to the context, I'm saying the people who aren't that good are the ones that aren't that good. The people less good than the absolute best are typically the most popular. So in any case, none of this is meant to be a slight to anyone. If anything, it's meant to be raising up the people that are at the top of the game that deserve to be raised up in my mind, but end up not being raised up. There you go. I feel like that's as close to a concluding statement I can give you. All right, 8 lives, 7 clears, back to the run.
Let's go.
Here we go. Shout out to you, Travis. 19 people been here, 2 people liked it, 3-minute world record. Okay, interesting. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Come on! Okay. So I just flipped the switch. Now I'm back here. So there's something else I can do? I flipped the switch, now what? Now I go back here. And now I can go in here. Okay. We're making progress. Hey, we got a checkpoint! What's going on here? I probably don't want to waste time being chased by the lava here. Hey. Uh-oh. Alright, this is awesome. Oh, that wasn't. I think we gotta get this dude along. No, 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 no! Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I needed to get to the left. Okay, this is awesome, but difficult. The Donkey Kong players immediately recognizes the Kings of Kong, the top Mario Maker 2 players, due to the diversity of skill set. There you go, exactly. The diversity of skill set is what I'm getting at. You missed some shell jumps there, Travis? Heard other players, the one you know, Susie? There we go, I'm glad you're here, Suze. Travis, you're not into Mario Maker? That's alright. That's all I play, though, so just a heads up. The pipe at the start will be open now. There you go. Setsuna knew what was going on. Alright, well, we really gotta hustle. That's the kind of level where you have plenty of time until you don't. Oh, this might be a problem now. Wait, I see. I have it all. Because I kept the power, I could do this. Yeah, buddy. Okay, thank you, Level Creator. I'm actually paying attention for once. Up here? What do you want me to do with the spring, buddy? Need that. We could actually bring the spring through. If need be. Okay, it did not help us. Alright. Grand finale, hopefully. Tell me this didn't just crash my Switch. I've heard of levels like this. It did, bro. This was all a trap? Bro, and this is the other side of Mario Maker 2. You want to talk about the different rabbit holes you can go down? There's an entire community dedicated to glitches in Switch shutdowns like this. A whole community. It ain't just like 2 people out there. It's a whole community. One more example of the random disciplines you can have in this game. But now we're cooked. I can't do anything. Come on, bro. Is it possible? Oops. The home menu cannot be displayed now. What stinks is I was really enjoying that level. I really liked the climbing section. But see, if that was a no-skip run, that would have been devastating. Because now that's technically a skip. Even if I didn't want it to be. I don't know what's going on there, people. Well, you know what I've been reflecting on a lot lately, people? Is AI. I've been, considering. Someone like Einstein, right? What do you think of smart people who have strongly impacted society? Think of someone like Albert Einstein. Even if you don't know what he contributed, you likely have Einstein in mind as someone, that was really smart, that affected the world. And that's the level. The level overwhelmed the Switch. It was a Spawn thing. Like I said, there's a whole community dedicated. I don't know much about it. I stay out of it. Because it's against the rules. It's against the rules of the game. Nintendo obviously doesn't want people making levels that crash Switches. So see, we got nothing from that. Same number of clears. We lost the lives. We didn't get the 1-ups. Big disaster. But yeah, you think of someone like Albert Einstein. And I do have to add that as a... It doesn't matter. See, that's the thing, Ev. Ev says, I don't think it counts as a skip because it was a broken level. It's not about who's responsible, in my mind. I'm not trying to figure out who's responsible. What is this, bro? I'm trying to figure out... I just have a set criteria. If I start the level and I do not hit the goalpost but continue the run, that's a skip. It's got to be just a hidden block, right?
No.
It's got to be just a hidden block. So, I'm going to go out of my way to leave a comment so that if this comes up in somebody else's run, it doesn't have to end it. So, yeah, I feel like when I'm talking about AI with anybody, oftentimes the attitude is, it's a joke, it can't really do much. It's overhyped. There actually isn't a hidden block. No way, bro. This is legit. Well, now I'm actually more intrigued. So there's another skip. Sorry, I'm not finishing any single thought. I'm jumping around too much. Look, it didn't even save that level. The level that crashed the Switch. 6 clears. I think it must be off the Mecha Koopa. Like that. What's up, Zelko? I think I want to avoid the bullet bill.
Oh no!
I have to get there before that.
Oh,
How does this work? Not a Z. So Bowser's gonna breathe fire every time.
oh no!
How? I'm so all over the place here, people. I mean, I could try to do this, but now we're in trouble if we try to do that. There's got to be a way to get there before. There it is. We found it. We found it. Got to take one step. And then how do I get to the... We're almost there. How do we get... And see, now you see why I had to skip it, people. Look how many... the run would have basically been over. There it is. There it is. Okay, interesting. Glad it wasn't Hidden Star. People... the Super Pet people, you probably don't care about AI, actually. Here's what intrigues me, people. This is the parallel I'm trying to make. Did I like it? No. Well, I mean, it was fun. It's in Super Expert, so you know what? Go for it, buddy. I don't mind enemy spam in Super Expert. It's where it belongs. Well, unless with the hidden stuff, whatever, Pat. Just let it be. Right now, you look at AI, you see it making, images, and it just seems pretty pedestrian. It doesn't seem like, hey, 2-player. Shout out to you, buddy. He's awesome. Uh-oh. 2 practice doors with 4 lives? I have no chance. I have no chance. If there's as many practice doors as you have lives left, you don't have a chance. Thwomp Taxi. So the thing you gotta recognize, people, if you care, is the AI stuff that you see. Oh, I now get it. Okay. That's not an indication to jump. It's an indication to throw the fireball. What you see that AI can do today is not what it can actually do. It's what is available for the consumer. That was cool. This is amazing. Hold on, people. Let me focus up here. This seems awesome. That was close. What? Box? Yeah, because that blocked that dude. Okay. This is awesome. Okay, that was right. Wow, people, what a level! This is nuts! Okay, we're gonna turn the spikes on. Oh, did you see how close? I can guarantee you there's gonna be another power-up check here for the... Oh, buddy. Wasn't a power-up check. Bup, 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 bup. All right, now remember. Oh, that is the power-up check because you can climb up. You can climb up. I'm so wrong. It was the power-up check. All right, we have a chance, people. We do have a chance here. Great indication. No, I needed to let the thwomp through. So I must have mistimed that. Run's in trouble. The run is in trouble. Alright, Pat, really pay attention to the indication. Throw that. Run up here. No, see? It's supposed to... so that's happening too early. No, it's not a troll. What's up, Mike and Charles? Well, we're gonna beat this level. Alright, people, and now I'm gonna finish my thought about AI. Let's be specific about what we're talking about. I'm not talking about ChatGPT. I'm not talking about, these silly little applications of AI. I'm talking about, at some point, I'm not gonna say when, because I don't know. No one knows, for sure. But some people know better than others. But there's a point where AI surpasses human intelligence. It's not a question of if. Now it's a question of when. Now, part of what is tough to understand on this side of that happening is we don't even really know exactly what that means. Oh no! It's like, it's kind of like before electricity was invented, right? Before we had electricity, it was tough to imagine all the different... tough to imagine it leads to the internet, right? When electricity is invented, no one is saying, oh, now that we have electricity, we have the internet, right? No, there's not an obvious connection there because it's built off of the other. Oh, gosh. Hard to believe the internet came to exist the way it does in my lifetime. In fact, if you're around my age, you're likely one of the last humans to experience life before the internet versus life after. Now, can we all agree? Can we all agree that life since the internet is pretty drastically different? Like, the way in which business is done, the way in which you get a taxi. There's a myriad of differences now that the internet has existed. And very few of them we would have been able to anticipate ahead of time. Because we didn't know what the world would be like with the internet. So the tough thing to imagine ahead of time is, what does it even mean for us to have any kind of AI that's smarter than us? And there's two things that come to mind that help illustrate it for me. When you're talking about the dangers, because one thing could be like, well, it's tough for me to be afraid of a computer that we made. You know what I mean? And that's valid. That's a valid starting point. But let me propose this to you. Part of what would give us that assurance that we're the ones in control is something like we create... I keep doing it early. There we go. That's what I failed to do every time. There we go. That's what I kept messing up. The humans designed the on-off button, right? Let's start there as an illustration. The on-off button. We're the humans. We made the computer. We're in charge. There we go. At the point at which that same computer is now smarter than us, now the function of that on-off button is in peril. Now there's a potential that on-off button can be outsmarted, outdone. So even something as simple as turning the computer off, right? That becomes a real issue if the computer is smarter than any sort of guards we can put in place. You know what I mean? It's like if you're dealing with a hacker, you can try to put all these things in place, but if the hacker's better, they're going to outdo every single one. And it's kind of like that situation. If you're trying to put parameters and guides on a computer and AI more capable than a human, then anything you come up with to put up to it, it's going to be able to outdo. And so when you put it in the context of something like an on-off button, then it starts to make more sense where there's any danger, because all of our experience with technology up to this point in history, we have full control. We can turn it on and off as we please. It's very much under us. But at the point at which the computer itself is ahead of even the guards we would put in place, this is where there's any sort of danger, like unintended consequences. The Jetsons had the internet. New iPhone's gonna have it in it. They're gonna be able to track it. Well, Michael, I heard there's a couple different misconceptions about that. Funny enough, computers are nothing more than a massive collection of on-off switches. Yeah, and that's just it. That's just it. Binary. Maybe Dwight from The Office on to something. I gave it a 6-foot extension cord so it can't chase us. Yeah. But so the other side of that coin, because when you're thinking of, okay, well now I get why it's dangerous, but what's so life-changing? What makes it so that it's just like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal about a smart computer? What's the big difference between a set of encyclopedias? What's the big deal? So now consider, people. Consider. What time is it? Okay, we got plenty of time. Consider going to a doctor right now. Right now, my doctor has they have 60 to 100 patients or something. They constantly have to reference books and all types of stuff. All right? They, as much as they don't know everything, and they're spread too thin. Now imagine the power. Oh, look at this. Oh, I didn't know. And you know what? Let's take it a different direction. Let's just go as far as research. Let's go back to the Einstein thing. Someone like Einstein exists, right? And let's say they're 10 times smarter than all of us put together, okay? Let's just go with that. Okay, this is awesome.
Oh no!
Someone like Einstein lives. They're 10 times smarter than us, right? And they dedicate their life to developing ideas. Part of why you know Einstein's name is they dedicated their life to discovery. That was close. And, oh no! As much... This is awesome. Oh, look at all the red coins. Someone like Einstein, anytime he had an idea, he wanted to test all the... Oh, messed up. All the theories. He had to run a real-life test. He had to, do research, do the computations, do all the stuff that he did to try to come to his conclusions, test his ideas, right? Now, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to do this and then go here. Aha. When you're talking about... Oh gosh. When you're talking about an AI smarter than any human, part of what that comes with, in addition to just the mental This is going to be so tough, but it's so well made. We got to actually do it. The quantum computer. Well, that's it. That's where it's all headed. That's the idea, is that if you were to imagine if Einstein could simulate experiments. Oh. Einstein was limited by time and limited by how many things he could do in a single day. But now if you imagine, you can have a computer that can run simulations. Oh, no, Pat. I didn't get the... Now in a day. We'd run that thing for one day, and let's give it the task of, let's see what it can come up with for cancer treatment, okay? We want to give it 24 hours. We're giving our super-powered computer, that's smarter than any human, 24 hours to run, not just a couple people. In a 24-hour time, it could potentially run 1 million different simulated experiments in a day. 24 hours. It could do 10 lifetimes of Einstein in 24 hours. And then all of history following that, we now have the benefit of that 24 hours. You don't go back. No! Come on, Pat. This is tough. This is tough. So that's where it's very encouraging. That's where I get pumped up, is the idea of, like, especially think of all the different disabilities and the ways in which there's so many great ways to help people, and the only thing that's prevented those things from coming to light has been us not thinking of them. You know what I mean? Like like the internet. Someone had to actually... No! Man, that's tough. Man, that's tough. I don't know. I'm sure this is boring to everyone. Oh gosh. But to me, it's a very compelling thing to think about because of the nature of it. It has possibilities that don't exist anywhere else. There's possibilities there that don't exist anywhere else and have never existed before in history. I did it. What did I... No! Come on, bro. Don't do that to me. Good practice. What's up, referee? Uh-huh. I'm not making that jump ever. What is the trick here? How do I do that? How do I do that without touching the ground? There's got to be a trick to it. Can you tell that my feet are hitting the ground here, people? I don't know how to do this jump. Okay, I love the level. I just have no idea how to make that jump. Oh, I didn't mean to start over. I meant to skip. Okay, well, we'll try one more time then. But no matter what happens, once we get there, it's over. I have no idea. There we go. Okay, I tried. Very cool idea. I just have no idea how you do that tree jump. If anyone knows, please let me know. If you see this after the stream, send me a message and email. I'd love to learn, because I'd love to go back and beat that level, too. Can you wall jump from the wall next to the palm tree? Jason, you came through a little late, my friend. I'm so sorry. I would have loved to try it, but the timing couldn't have been any worse, my friend. Which, again, this isn't on you. There's a chat delay. There's a lot of things working against us. But just the ironic way that played out, your message came through at the exact possible point where there was no turning back. But thank you, Jason. Shout out to you, and I apologize. 65 people been here. Some people liked it. 49-second world record. Not a Z jump. Looked like a Z jump, but it is not. I think this is the best strat. Incorrect, Pat. Incorrect. I tried, Rye. I tried. Ba-doo, beep, ba-doo-boo-boo. Oh, this is brutal. I'm almost tempted to just go for the tough jump right under, but it would be a buffer jump. All right, people. All right. Well, felt that slip. Well, chat. I announced this yesterday, and I'm gonna keep saying it at the 11. I'm gonna continue to not even talk about it at the 9, at the 8 o'clock. I mean, but starting in July. Oh my gosh, that's tough. Starting in July, the 11 a.m. stream is going away, and it's going to be replaced with an 11 a.m. upload of some kind. So I'll still have some content for you at 11, but I will be come on, Pat. I was trying to swing from the right. I wanted to get far right and then kind of fall to the left so that I had a little momentum to the left before landing. Hey, Pat stream. Well, you have something better. You get the real Pat. You'll have the real Pat. It just won't be live. But I wouldn't be surprised if after a couple videos, I think I might end up making even better content offline than I do, streaming. Change the schedule, yeah. I got to give up the full-time dream, and it'll be a positive step ultimately. It'll ultimately be a positive step, and it'll be nice to have streaming not have all the pressure of paying the bills, and then all the other big changes, working on actually just selling this house. As much as I've wanted so badly to keep it, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, people. And I'm definitely someone that can refuse to fold them. Patty boy. I wish I could have seen, bro. I really wish you would have shown me there. Yeah. For the past, I'd say the past year and a half, the big stresses have just been the massive dip. The massive dip mixed with expenses going up. And the way it worked out for me. The way it worked out for me, people. This is my only income. Yeah, so this is the thing, referee. I was a special educator for 10 years leading up to the pandemic. And then, I started streaming for fun. And then after a year, a bunch of big changes happened. I blew up on Facebook, kinda. Was able to get partner. And at that time, Facebook was just dumping money into streaming. Just dumping it by the boatload. Dumping boatloads of money into it. So, I was at a point where I was making significantly more as a streamer than I ever had in 10 years as a special educator. But at this point, I was also married, and we had recently gotten this house. And so what transpired all in that next year was going through a divorce, an amicable divorce. Big shout out to my ex. She's amazing. Someone I'll always root for. But somewhere where it didn't work out. And so that put us in the position. That put me in an interesting position, because I would never have gotten this house based on a single income. But I found myself in an interesting position because I wouldn't have ever taken on this house with my special education income. But now that I was a streamer making more, it felt like, wait a minute, maybe I have a chance. I love this house. It reminds me of the house I had as a kid. Everything about it's in the best neighborhood. I love everything about it. I really wanted to keep it. And so that has been kind of like a big part of the motivation, hoping against hope, that I can turn things around as a streamer. And after a lot of hope and not much outcome. Appreciate you, Aaron. Sorry you went through it too. And how are you, Eric? Oops. Appreciate you, referee. Going through some big changes. But that's ultimately the point. That's right, Double Star. The ultimate point is, so now I take an honest look at everything going on, and I say, okay, Pat, I gave it every chance I could. I gave it every chance. I've got thousands upon thousands of videos out there. My goal of like building a family-friendly Mario library of content and getting as good as I can at this game, I did those things, and I'm glad to have done it. And so now I have to be more willing to adjust to reality versus trying to force things the way I wish they would go. Because in the meantime, I'm just putting myself in worse and worse financial position, going into debt, and it, like I'm saying, I've let it go on too far, hoping against hope. And so now I'm finally taking action. Oh no. What a save. Didn't matter. So yeah, going back to teaching. Plan on getting a 9 to 5. Yeah, so that's what, so yeah, so the connection to all this, what brought this up is I'm going to be announcing these next 11 a.m. streams, that the 11 a.m. stream's going away for a while. Mi amiga Pau. Shout out to Pau. Pau. I've known you for since the beginning, Pau. Big shout out to Pau. There you go. You do Uber $3,000 a week. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Rushed it. 11 a stream. It's exciting. Life's like Mario Maker. Sometimes take it to 100 times to figure it out. Sometimes you have to skip the level. Sometimes it's a nice easy level. You got to keep on going. That's it, JD. Wise words from a buddy, JD Gaming. Check him out. He's awesome. Catch each other later on. No doubt. We'll still have the 8 p.m. stream. Appreciate you, Aaron. So, yeah. It's a step forward. Even though it feels like a massive step backwards, I know it's a huge step forward in reality. My perspective has been way off, and my mental health has been way off. So I've had some stuff working against me. Not unusual stuff, not stuff that... every time I share stuff like this, I'm trolling myself internally because I know that some people out there hear this and it instantly just goes into the category of whining streamer. Like, that's a fact. I can't change that. If you try to talk about anything that's bothering you like that or just some tough things, some people just automatically put it into that category. Well, we tried. We'll get the clear now. People who think like that maybe never struggle in life. It could be. Could be. But it still feels very bad on the receiving end because I do recognize how blessed and amazing it's been to... Wow, this is only has 2 clears. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see if we can join you. There's Natalie. Everybody's going through things. No doubt, referee. And that's my point. That is not lost on me. That is not lost on me at all. Okay. No, I didn't even get to try. Progress, though. It is progress. No doubt, Charles says you catch you in the evening. You missed the 11 a.m. stream, and this is part of. Here's my motivation. Why I'm going to keep talking about it, because this is an important part of the strategy that you can. If you have any desire to help me out here and support me, this is one of the biggest things. If you're at this stream right now, if you're anyone that typically checks in here at Super Pat World around 11 a.m., what I'm asking you to do is consider watching the video that I'm going to upload at 11. I'm going to try to make it at least an hour, and I'm going to try to upload that every day at 11, Monday through Friday. So in place of the stream, there will be a video. And if there's anything I've learned in 4 years, people, the way that people actually make money at this thing, it's ad money on long form edited content. That's how you long term make real money. It has to be long form edited content. The ad money that comes in on that, you could get 30 grand on a single video that's over an hour long. I've made thousands upon thousands of those TikToks, and the ad money that's coming on that all together across multiple millions of views is easily under $500. Easily. So that's the difference. I've dumped 80% of my time as a video editor into the TikToks, the Reels, and I stand by them. I'm proud of them. I like my content. I think it's really good. But again, another reality check. I have to face the music. Well, Pat, you've done that a long time, 3 posts a day forever. And what's it getting you? More of the same. It has diminishing returns. So at a certain point, I've got to be willing to say, okay, I got to stop doing that as much, dedicate some of that time to long form, and especially now that I'm going to have an empty spot on the schedule that I've worked relatively hard to work to like establish, I don't want to just throw it away. So again, this is part of why I ultimately, like, my comfort level wise, my ideal would be to not talk about this at all and just do it and not even mention it. That would be my ideal. But part of what is compelling me to give you all the information, because I know some of you out there have expressed, Pat, I'd really like to support you. What's the best way to support you? I'd like to help you out, this, that. And I don't typically have a great answer, but here's one of those times. If you're someone that typically watches the 11 a.m. stream, please consider around that time checking for an hour-long video, pop it up, put it in the background just the same way you would stream. But I do appreciate that it's not the same as a live stream. Part of what you get at a live stream, there's a little social benefit. There's a little, hi, how you doing? That doesn't come in the edited content, which I appreciate. So I know there's a certain reality check that I'm trying to push my edited content to my live stream audience, and typically the people who really enjoy live streams aren't necessarily the same people who really enjoy edited content, and vice versa. That's part of the uphill battle that exists here. Okay. Shouldn't have rushed it. There we go, Charles. There we go, Aaron. Where will I be posting the videos? The only place I can post those long form videos is Facebook and YouTube. So Facebook and YouTube. And it's so hard for me to consider moving away from Facebook because that's been my home platform for so long. It's been since the beginning, that's been my home platform where things have gone the best, and they helped me out so much when they had those bonus programs in place. It was a beautiful thing. But that's another strategic decision that I failed to make. Trying to get all my viewers in one place. I've seen a billion other streamers do it, and it's bothered me every time. It's the same. And see, this is part of what's annoying about me to myself. Like, tagging the top fans, I've talked about a million times. I can't stand it. I can't stand being on the receiving end, getting the notification, hey, you've been tagged by this person. Then you go and check, and they didn't tag you. I tagged everybody. It feels like a letdown to me. Like that feels like a letdown to me. Have I had a chili barbecue dog? No. I should just do that all one motion. So because it annoys me, when any streamer does it to me, I'm annoyed, so I can't bring myself to do it. But realistically, especially with 60,000 followers over there, ironically, I'm the one that has the most to gain from doing it! I have the most to gain! Of the streamers that do it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm so stubborn in that way. If it bothers me, I can't bring myself to do it to you. But realistically, that's not a good approach. That's a foolish approach. That is a very foolish approach. I should just be willing to say, hey, everybody go to this platform. I'm only streaming here now. That's what I should do, and I can't bring myself to do it. It's been the right move for a long time, and that's when I'm just so stubborn. I won't do it. And it bothers me that I won't do it. Just like I won't tag you. I won't tag the top fans. I won't tag everyone from my Facebook page, because if I'm annoyed by it, I know at least some of you would be annoyed by it. Patty boy. Patty boy. It's the same game as business. It's better or worse. Rough Road made the impact. Platforms are supported by the companies, no doubt. No way! I got the world record, people! Hey, I've gotten two... Now, this is what I'm saying, people. I got something off you here. I get you 2 tough world records this stream. 2 that I'm proud of. There we go. Can incorporate a daily shout-out to viewers who commented on the previous day's video. Dale, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. Because this is exactly... this falls in the same category of being tagged, tagging everyone, tagging top followers. Then you check your notifications, you click it, and they didn't tag you, they tagged everyone. It's the same as... Me, especially on my personal account, I don't want a shout-out necessarily. You know what I mean? Oftentimes, there's a reason that a lot of people lurk. For as many people as are active in the chat, there are even more of you that don't chat. You recognize that? So this is part of what makes me afraid. I never want to overly acknowledge the top engagers, the star senders, any of that, because if I was on the other end, I wouldn't necessarily want that blasted out. You know what I've watched? Listen to this. I've had the experience being live, watching someone join on Facebook, saying, hey, what's going on? I really like your stream. And then they instantly get trolled. Then they instantly get trolled by someone else in their family who, because they commented on the stream, it got pushed out to, like, their friends or their family or whatever. In one way or another, that person's family member comes in and then is actively trolling them in my chat for giving me a compliment. Bizarro situations like that. But if they lurk, they won't comment. Right? But in the case that somebody... It's one of those things where I would not want... that shout-out would not represent to me a positive thing. And hear the words I'm saying. My logic here is flawed. I'm frustrated with my own logic. I fully recognize the flaw. I'm openly discussing where it doesn't make sense with reality. I shouldn't put what I would want onto everybody else and let that be the reason I don't do something. But that's my big struggle. It's so difficult for me to get myself to do that, knowing that if I were on the other end of it, I would hate it. That's what drives me crazy. Partially just about myself. So there we go. There you go. Shout out to you, Spanky. One of your levels just came up yesterday. Shout out to you, buddy. You're awesome. Appreciate it. Focus on the quality of the stream. Well, that's the other thing. I should really lean into clickbait. Because you can do clickbait in a tasteful way, but again, I just don't. That whole path, I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe we should let's spend the last 15 minutes trying to figure out that tree jump. Because I would love to know. I would love to know. It's the same with the little fart sounds, like what trying to do the trying to do the points, trying to do the channel points. People, when I'm in other people's streams and they have all the little noises going, it drives me crazy. It ruins it a bit for me. So that's what makes it so hard for me to get excited about it. Because the truth is, I don't like it. I don't like it. It gets annoying so fast. It definitely helps me understand just how many complaints I got about the dice rolls. We've got a chance. All right. Okay. Okay, this is the part I don't understand. So maybe it's that it has to be all one motion or something? Oh, I was trying to... No, see, this is where it all falls apart. If I do this... See, what's the indication telling me? Like if I go from there to there... Any ideas out there? No, I'm just gonna get frustrated. I'm just gonna get frustrated. All right, people. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. Cause see, don't do it, Pat. It's always such a tough line, people, because there's so many things I'd love to share with you, like in my personal life, and that I feel like could help give some context. But I'm terrified of sharing too much. And once it's on the internet, it just doesn't go away, people. I never knew what it even meant. The wall jump. Okay, hold on. Andy's coming through with the wall jump. That's the second person that suggested a wall jump. I am not even seeing that possibility. I'm glad you said that again. Hold on. Hold on, people. We're not down yet. Oh, buddy. All right, we got section 1 down, thankfully. Okay. Wall jump. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, we can do that. Yes, good job, chat. Okay. You're saying to do this. Like that. Oh, but I needed to break that block. So I gotta do that first. that, and then just a little bit of this. Yes. Okay, chat. Then we take the damage. Oh, okay, so I need to activate that. Okay. What in the world is this? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Well, it's still okay. This is awesome. I'm glad we're going back to it.
Oh no!
Okay. Dale appreciates the conversation, the thought process, respectfully disagree. Okay. Number of people I offend by a shout out will be significantly less than the people that would appreciate it. Part of why we enjoy the content is personal engagement, why we encourage regulars to continue to watch the hour-long edited content. And that's it, Dale. So everything you just said, ironically, you're agreeing with me. You're agreeing with my frustration. This is where it can be a little bit of a confusing point I'm trying to make. I recognize the truth in what you just said, that it's most likely the vast majority of my viewers who I'd be shouting out would like to be shouted out. That's starting point. Here's point 2. When I imagine myself in the other person's shoes, I don't like it. I wouldn't appreciate it. And so that ends up being more important to me than the first point, even though it's the more relevant point, which is that the majority of people would likely enjoy it and my whole channel would benefit. I fail to do it because when I imagine being on the other side of it, I don't like that. If I wouldn't like it, it's hard for me to do that, even though I understand every word of what you just said. So maybe that clears it up, because I think we actually do agree. That's why it's frustrating. If that wasn't true, it wouldn't even be frustrating. Then I'd feel like I was doing the right thing. Hello, buddy. I see you over on the blue side, but you got no name. Come on now. Section 1's looking good. It doesn't help. See, I'm just... Okay, remember what you're doing here, Pat. First, let's get the key. And you have limited time. No! What a way to fail, not pressing the up button. See, this is the thing. Especially the longer I've done it, the longer I've been a streamer, the more I've started to understand just how many of my own issues work directly against it. Being a good streamer. Like, my inability to understand a joke readily, it's so painful. It's so painful. Trust me, that is not lost on me. I know. If you're annoyed by it, you can't even imagine how annoyed I am by it. You can't even fathom it. You can't fathom how frustrated I get with myself. You genuinely can't. I promise you that. I promise no matter how frustrated you've ever gotten with me, I thought, oh, if Pat could only do this, that. I promise you it's a teeny tiny fraction of what actually goes on internally. The tiniest fraction. Smaller than you can probably comprehend. And that's not some kind of flex. It's quite the opposite. There. Okay, there's proof of concept. It works. Now we know we need this. Ooh, good catch, Patty boy. No! You did okay. It's the first time you made it that far. I have to be ready to instantly switch to wall jumps here. That was so good up to there, though. And falls there. There's that. There's that. And this. Oh, okay. It still worked out, but... Dude, that's so rude. The last room, it drops you like that? Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
What a brutal ending. What a brutal ending. What's up, Primetime Megan? Big shout out to Baldy78. Oh no! I just wasted it because I bonked! No. There you go, Maldy78. I wish I was entering the zone. That's not the zone. Okay, people, well, if I'm being honest with you, if I'm being totally honest with you, which I try to be, this whole conversation, I feel twice as bad as I did at the start of it. And that's on me. That is on me entirely. I wonder if the intended way is actually easier. There, good job, Pat. You okay? Come on, Pat. Never made it this far. You okay? Yes, Pat. Okay. Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. We got it done. Awesome level. Very tough. We got a couple tough clears today, people. And you had to listen to me ramble. Sorry. Big shout out to Max. Patty. I know. Okay, got the world record. There we go. 3 pretty tough world records this stream, people. 3 pretty tough world records this stream. Whoo, buddy. And big shout out to Max. Thanks, Matt, Double Star, Jason, Jess, Matt, Abby. Lackluster nerd feels what I'm saying. Sometimes can't help but limit ourselves if we know we should be doing it a different way. Yeah, exact. Perfectly said. I think you actually do understand. Thank you, Fernando, Charles, Aaron, Primetime, Megan, Susie, Tana, Josh, and Zelko. And see, this is the part of what it comes down to, people, and part of what is discouraging for me is you talk about ADHD and immediately you got 10% of people rolling their eyes. They don't necessarily think it's real or it's over-diagnosed and stuff. Regardless of what you think about the rate of diagnosis, hopefully you're willing to see that ADHD is very real. It's a real thing, people, and it has very real impact in a way that really is confusing from the outside. There you go. Shout out Matty O and Max. And like most things, if like most things, just acknowledging it or knowing it's a problem doesn't just fix the problem. I missed the show. The ADHD struggles are real, no doubt. But okay, almost got it. Big shout out Lozo. I love you, Lozo. All right, people, I should just stop talking at this point. Because I can feel, or maybe it's an illusion, but I feel me just ruining the vibe. I feel like over the past 30 minutes, in an effort to be transparent with you all I've done is bring you down and give you a good reason to be like, psh, if I wanted to deal with these problems, buddy, I'd watch a drama. I got enough issues of my own, buddy. Last thing I want to hear is the guy playing video games on the internet talk about how bad he's got it. And again, that's not how I perceive it, but I can appreciate why someone else might perceive it that way. That's not going to work. There you go, Jess. Big shout out to Jess. Sent me that book. Delivered from Distraction. See, my deal with ADHD, I got diagnosed when I was, Patty boy. How you like me now, people? Can I? No. This is awesome, but it's going to be tough. Lackluster gets what I'm talking about. The creator gave you the opportunity to get the first clear, so Maldi knows Lozo. Shout out to Lozo. Yeah, I got diagnosed at age 7. With, I got diagnosed at age 7, and they had to print out an extra long piece of paper to show just how deep I was. They gave me the results with looks of horror on their faces. What is this? And so then I got retested at age 14 to see maybe the first one was whatever. I forget what even prompted the second one, but I remember getting tested again at 14, and it was more. The results came out more extreme. Oh gosh. Aaron knows what I'm talking about. Dale's got an assessment in 3 weeks, broken down a lot of life structure. Now you realize people handle many situations not how most people do. There you go. Sometimes talking out loud about problems can help. Exactly, Megan. But you do it to your own, at your own peril when you do it on the internet, because people that don't like you can go far out of their way to make what you said look like something it wasn't. And then other people that don't like you are more inclined to believe it without even checking. So it's like you're very vulnerable talking about anything on the internet because, and if you do it in such a way that anyone doesn't like you, I've got people out there that really don't like me, people, and that part is okay. I don't mind not being liked in general. The part that I don't like is when that not liking me turns into action against me. That's where I stop. There's plenty of people I don't like and that still deal with and have no, there's no compulsion for me to bring somebody down. No compulsion that if you're out there and you don't like me, there's no attachment to me that I want to see you fail, see something bad happen to you. I don't have that thing. So it's really uncomfortable to be on the other side of totally valid to not like me, but not fair to come at me or try to make things worse for me when I'm not bringing that to you. I'm not, that's not my, I can't relate. I cannot relate. There's no part of my day that includes looking for other people, or not even looking, but there's no opportunities for me. If I'm in some kind of stream and I don't like what the stream is saying or what they're doing, I'm leaving the stream. I'm out of there. See you later. Not for me. I'm not sending an angry message. I'm not going to now create 10 new accounts and then get banned on all of them. And I'm not doing any of that. I'm not even considering it. Part of what could be so, again, this is when I'm going back to what I was saying a couple minutes ago that there's a lot of things about me that really don't go too well with being a streamer. Someone has a lot to gain as a streamer if you could just let that roll right off you. Not worry too much. Just part of it. Almost. Almost. If you don't like it, leave, Megan. That's simple as that. Hurt people hurt people. Well, that's just it, Twiz. And there's a lot of very sad situations out there and people being mistreated and have a lot of pain in their lives. And that's all very real and valid. And all the more reason why I wouldn't take it personally if someone didn't like any given thing about me. And that in real life, too. I really have always had a relatively easier time with if you don't like me, but you keep it to yourself, you know, you're not like taking it out on me. Because it's one of those issues where there's definitely some people out there that just the thought, it's hard to imagine anyone not liking them, or that automatically sounds like a big deal or a really bad thing. Was that not right? What is this ending? Is there a practice door here? Come on, Lozo. Tell me you gave me a practice door. No practice door, Lozo. But the reality is, if you're putting yourself out there on the internet, people, the internet is an anonymous, trolly place. It's just, it's the fact. It's nothing personal. But if you're going to put yourself out there on the internet, you need to be expecting that you're going to get trolls, get people that don't like you, that are willing to invest time into giving you a hard time. That's part of it. And so depending on your... Patty boy? Maldy, what's the move? I bet Maldy knows, but he probably left by now. What is that move? Any Kaizo people out there see it? Got it. Supposed to do the be one with the shell and then jump. I have to throw the shell up early. That was the answer. I saw the Z. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I saw the Z, so it looked like I needed to jump out of the dry bones. But the way that I was seeing the setup had me making that toss right up against the, Aw. There you go. Thank you, Maldy. Maldy did know. Maldy's an unbelievable Kaizo player, people. Maldy78 the Great. He could do it with a controller or with a keyboard. I finally was too early with the drop. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel the Manual. Too close to the wall. Almost. Oh, the pain of that mistake. How have the streams been this week? Had some good ones. Had some good ones. I gotta put Mario in a different position to make that work. Oh, shoot! I can't let this run too late, because I have a meeting at 1:30, and it's 1:08. Okay. I like this level. I'm gonna come back to it. I'm going to come back to it. Thanks so much for hanging out, people. I'll be back at 8 p.m. Yeah. And if you are someone that struggles with depression, and thank you to anyone who hit me with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you for that love and support. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling, so if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, a therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside. Find a way to move that you don't dread. It can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling, know you're not alone in the struggle, and that being in the struggle means that you are still in the fight. And being in the fight is not easy, people. So I'm proud of you for making it this far. Do not give up. I know it can be tough. Just don't give up, people. That's my main message to you right now. Don't give up. You gotta just by not giving up, you give yourself a chance. So don't give up, people. I'm rooting for you. Got plenty of Mario Maker family-friendly content for you if you're interested. And until next time, have a great rest.